What's good, YouTube? You got some big news, man, in the past 24 hours or so, give or take. I think it came out last night, early this morning type of deal. And it ain't good. It ain't good to me. I mean, there's some optimism, but One Piece anime will be going on break, and and they'll be reducing the amount of episodes that we get per year. Um, Right now, I think they said right now we're somewhere between like 40 to 50, give or take, episodes in a year. And that's because obviously like One Piece runs pretty much weekly, and like you have 52 weeks in a year typically, and so we kind of have a couple breaks here and there, but for the most part we get about at least like 40 to 50 if you in like a perfect year. I'm pretty sure it's like about 40. But we're going from 40 down to 26. What does this mean? Essentially, this is them going seasonal, like the rest of every anime. So down goes the last pillar of seasonal anime or long running, week to week animes. And it's a little bit sad because obviously like One Piece was that last one that just like was staying up there running weekly. And there was problems with weekly, right? Obviously there'd be times where like you could tell if the anime One Piece, if you look it up, One Piece doesn't have like a lot of filler per se compared to like Naruto or Bleach. But One Piece does this thing where they extend scenes a lot, right? You might see literally like something will happen and you'll get everybody that's in the area, you'll get their reactions and it'll just be like, all right, bro, I can tell y'all trying to, have this going for runtime, right? Or like something will happen, like a punch will happen, and it'd be like you get to see 7 different angles from the punch, and it's just like, all right, bro, we get it. Um, but yeah, so what does this mean going forward, and how do I feel about it? So the way I feel about the anime is, for just to put it out there, right? Me, no, since I read the manga every week, I do this with any series that I fuck around and read the manga and when the anime is ongoing at the same time. I have a hard time of locking in for the anime. So I think the last time I watched a good amount of the anime was obviously was around the Gear 5 stuff with Kaido's fight, and I watched the end of Kaido's fight. But I haven't watched pretty much any of the Egghead stuff, and haven't I've seen the clips of like the hype moments and stuff like that, and I've seen the debates about stuff here and there, and I need to be better about that and watch, because I actually do want to sit down and watch it, but it's just like I know everything that's gonna happen, right? Like it's kind of just like I can watch another anime that I don't read the manga for, and it'd be a little bit more interesting to me. But nevertheless, though, I guess this kind of gives me a way to, and a lot of other people, take time to catch up, right? And I think that's the one saving grace, is that a lot of times when these like when these anime seasons come around, it's like, oh, it's a Demon Slayer. Oh, we got fucking JJK. Oh, it's Free Ran. You know what I'm saying? Like they just there's always that one anime that caps and it like is like the main picture of the season. And but it was funny because you always had One Piece running in the background. So whenever you see like the little rankings for the week, it's like, hey, on IMDb or whatever, this was ranked 9.8, 9.7, blah, blah, blah. And it would mostly be just like, the seasonal anime, but then you'd have One Piece being there and be like, oh, One Piece was this, One Piece was that. And it's just like, it was always consistent. And that was cool, but like it also caused like obviously the 1,000 plus episodes is another reason why like, people don't tackle it. But another reason why is because like some people legit have started One Piece, they really like it, but then they just like they get overwhelmed by how many episodes, and they know that they're getting further behind because the anime is constantly going. So maybe now you'll have more people that are going to just sit down and lock in and watch it because they know, okay, hey, even if I only watch 50 episodes this month, still a shit ton, right? But even if I watch 50 episodes this month, I know I don't have to care. They don't have. There won't be another single new episode for 6 months, right? And then whenever Elbaf starts, because Elbaf is going to start in 2026, that's when the break resumes, right? Elbaf's only going to have 26 episodes. I mean, not Elbaf the entire arc, but the season they're going to show us is only going to be 26 episodes, right? So it's going to be like, all right, cool. This Elbaf, this little Elbaf season got over. Now I don't have to worry about them getting even further behind for 12 months, basically. However long it takes them to. They're guaranteeing 26 a year, so it isn't going to be like your typical season. Some seasonal animes, it might take like a year and a half. They might take 2. They might take 3. Those might go on hiatus forever. But regardless, though, that's one way to look at it. Another good positive thing that you can look at it is like the animation quality and the content you're gonna get could improve. The animation had already took a step up, but there had been like moments where like people have been critiquing stuff like here and there. But that's just with any anime. I feel like you can find flaws in some of the most beautiful anime, right? People like find flaws about fucking Demon Slayer during its movies and shit like that, right? But I think that'll be good. And then another thing is they can expand upon stuff, and they've done, as far as I know. Like I said, I haven't watched it, but like I know they gave more to Zoro's and Lucci's fight on Egghead. They gave a little bit more substance in the anime. So that's the hope that going forward. Because here's I'm just going to get down to the downside that I fear for, right? Is the anime currently, and I believe this is new. I don't think this has been going on for like years now. Is adapting pretty much a chapter per episode, right? I know a while, like years ago, I think it was like 0.5 or 0.7 or something. It was like half a chapter a fucking episode, which is crazy, right? And for reference, a lot of the seasonal animes, a lot of them do like 2, 3. I've even seen egregious ones like 7 chapters in an episode. So it's just crazy to think about, right? And what I fear, right, is that pace isn't changing. We're still getting one episode per chapter, or one chapter per episode, right? And what I'm worried is, all right, One Piece manga finishes. Today's in 2025 right now, right? Say One Piece manga finishes in 2030. We aren't gonna see Luffy become Pirate King and whatever other resolution there is to One Piece. We're not gonna see the ending of One Piece anime until like 2035, maybe even later. And you could say, oh, well, that's great, because that means like even after the manga's over, we'll still get plenty of One Piece content, because we're constantly getting to see, new stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then they can even further expand upon it. It's like, that is one way you can look at it, right? But I just fear that, like, I don't know, it felt good. Like, I mean, I guess I can't say it for Bleach, right? Because you had to wait fucking 10 years and we still haven't seen it in a Bleach anime-wise. But with Naruto's manga ended, and then, like, literally, like, I think, like 2 years later, the anime ended. And so it kind of like flowed really good, and it also helps prevent the spoilers, right? Because here's the bad thing about it, right? And for the casual viewer, it won't matter to them, because it's not like they interact with like a lot of the anime community, so it's not like they get spoiled to a shit ton of stuff. But like JJK is over, but we will not see the contents of JJK's ending in anime form till about 2030. Right now, it's looking like we're not getting the ending to JJK till, I mean, I'm feeling a little over exaggerating, but barring no setbacks, it's like 2028, 2027, somewhere around there, right? And it's just like, fans have already gotten spoiled to the ending, and I get it. That's like kind of the name of the game, especially with the way social media is nowadays. But it's just one of those things, man. Like, kind of sucks to see, man. But all in all, man, I'm optimistic. I hope that this ends up bringing more people in to watch One Piece, including myself. Need to watch the anime a little bit more, not just read the damn manga. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. How y'all feel? Are y'all worried about this? Do y'all like this? Do y'all hate it? Whatever. But as always, man, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.